Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Grand Theft Auto 3 Definitive Edition. This is my first stream of 2022. Happy New Year, everyone. If you're watching this on demand on YouTube, Happy New Year to you. Everyone on stream, we've already had a lot of fun discussion about, you know, what to expect coming up in this new year. And it's going to be a good one for sure. We're excited about the positive future of DSPGaming and the stuff that's going to, you know, come to fruition this year. Wow, the volume's really low. There we go. So, what do we want to do? We are currently in the Central Island, right? And we have many different options. We can do the Kenji missions. There's another Asuka mission that we can do. I don't remember them, though. I really don't remember what the missions are. So, I guess we'll just go over here and see what the Asuka mission is, because I don't remember. Ghost of Jay says, do you ever play rhythm games on the channel? Only like once or twice. The thing about rhythm games is it's mostly licensed music. So usually when I play them, either the video will get muted or claimed. And, you know, as you see with the GTA series that I've played over the last 2.5 months here on DSPGaming, it's kind of hit or miss. Sometimes the music gets on here and there's no issues at all. And other times the whole video gets blocked. And then I have to re-edit the video on YouTube to get the music back. You know, I mean, it's a pain in the ass. And even though I do like playing that kind of game, I used to play them all the time back in arcades and stuff. In general, I just don't see the point when it creates such a hassle copyright-wise to really mess around with that kind of stuff. Once I did a whole rockathon where I played Rock Band in a marathon, and the entire video, all of them got claimed on YouTube and blocked, and no one could watch it ever again. Seriously, it's completely blocked. No one can watch it. Paparazzi Purge.
A reporter has been nosing around. Marie and I have taken a little holiday together until you can get rid of this perverted voyeur. He's probably out in the bay as you read this. Steal a police boat and sink his career.
Alright, see you later, gaming industry. Thanks for chilling with me this morning. So I have to take out a boat, huh? How am I going to do that? Jump into the boat and press Y to get in? Wait a minute. So you can't shoot him. I thought it was worth a shot, but obviously they were going to put things in to prevent you from doing it that easy, right? If I had a rocket launcher, maybe I could hit him, but I don't have it. So I guess we got to chase him. Okay. It was worth a shot. You know, sometimes in the games like this, you could do things easily. Might overcomplicate it if you could do it easily, but that's not going to work this time around. All right. Hello, Jeremy. Happy New Year to you. Am I hitting this guy? Can't tell if I'm actually hitting the boat. Do I need to be closer? Huh. Huh. Wow. That was way easy, right? A supremely easy mission. By the way, look at all the fog. I wonder if originally this fog didn't exist and they re-added it. Because a lot of people were complaining about the infinite draw distance makes the game look like shit. But look at all the fog now. Interesting. Can I take the blue line, take away the blue line on the top of the screen because it's messing with stat? It's not really messing with the status, but if it's bothering you, I'll just remove it. I really don't care. The overlay is not important to the stream, so. Darziak says, I think shooting looks worse from the boat in this version. What's up, Guts? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Happy 2022. Welcome, everyone, to both the stream and the video. Reminder, a great way that you could help DSPGaming this year would be to like the content. If you're watching the stream right now, give it a like. It helps with discoverability. If you're watching this on demand on YouTube, give it a like. Also, leave a comment if you can. It all helps, man. Thank you in advance. All right. Payday for Ray.
It's my handsome handyman. Maria's all tied up at the moment, but I'll tell her you called.
What's that, Asuka? You know, I know I've been a naughty girl, but I really need to pee, okay?
It's
What?
time you met our man inside the LPD. Here's a payment for the last little job he did for us. He is understandably cautious. Get to the payphone in Torrington as quick as you can and await his instructions.
Stel DeCubo says, I'm currently playing Resident Evil 4. It's another playthrough I'm doing right now. And I'm playing the Xbox One version. That basically has better graphics, but plays exactly the same as the old school versions. Like, they didn't change anything or modernize the controls. And he says, are you happy that you're actually playing the original version? Because as we've seen with these GTA Definitive Editions, by changing the controls up, sometimes it's made the games ridiculously easy. I would actually say, yeah, even though, admittedly, playing Resident Evil 4, sometimes I'm frustrated because there's like 100 enemies coming at me, and all I want to do is very quickly draw my weapon and fire at a certain location on their body. Maybe shoot in the kneecap to down them or pop their head off or whatever. And I can't do it as fast as I want because the control is kind of sluggish and outdated, right? At the very same time, when you're playing a game like that, that's a classic, there's definitely a charm to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a charm to playing an older game and having it play like that. Because it lets you remember, oh man, this game's what, like, 20 years old, and remember how games were back then and how they've advanced over the last 20 years to be better, but it's good to see where the roots of where these games came from and the like, right? So for me, I kind of have to agree, like, I think this has become, some of these games have become way too easy as they've tried to modernize them. This one in particular, and the other GTAs as well. A perfect example of that is in San Andreas, the very infamous train mission. All you had to do was follow the train, CJ, says Big Smoke. And infamously, that mission is one of the hardest missions in the game because the bike is hard to handle, because Big Smoke is an idiot who can't shoot, he's blind, and he's shooting like randomly and not really hitting the guys on the train he's supposed to kill. So you always fail that mission 100 times, you always get to hear that quote 100 times. It's one of the memeable things about San Andreas. Well, in the Definitive Edition, guess what? The bike handles easily, and Big Smoke can actually shoot. So you beat the mission within like 20 seconds, and then it's over. It's like, wow, that's like not memorable at all. Like, I would, if I hadn't played the original, I wouldn't even remember that mission existed or was notable, you know?
Get to the phone on Liberty campus.
So I definitely have to say that some of the charm of these games is lost when the controls are so modernized, and basically, you get to a point where it's like, wow, it's too easy, right? At the same time, it's good because, as you know, I've been playing these games since early November. Here it is, January 1st, 2022. And even though I'm having fun playing them, obviously I don't want to be playing them forever. And some of the original missions were so dauntingly challenging because the controls were outdated or a pain in the ass, or the frame rate would chop up or whatever, right? That it's actually refreshing to be able to replay this game but not really get hung up on any part of it. So I can go through it at a rapid pace and beat it within, a couple weeks, as opposed to like a month of me balancing with other stuff. So I am having a good time with it, although I do feel that there is definitely something lost when you make it so easy. So I'm happy they did not do that with Resident Evil 4, which actually makes me wonder, with the Resident Evil 4 remake they're making, what's going to happen, right? Because they are remaking Resident Evil 4 right now, much like they remade Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3. And the question is, like, what are they changing about it to make it easier? Are they going to make the controls so piss easy now that the game has, like, that the game has no challenge, right? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. Definitely one of the things that make Resident Evil 4 a scary game is you're fighting so many Las Plagas infected enemies at once. They're coming in waves, they're coming out of the fucking woodwork, and you feel like you're being crowded. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god, there's so many enemies. And I don't know if I'm going to survive this, because you always feel like you're running out of ammo, or they're coming at you in so many waves. And then, of course, when their heads start to become mutated and turn into bugs and shit, then things get really crazy. And it's like, damn, if the controls are so easy, you can easily just insta-kill them with like 1 or 2 shots. I mean, how's that going to work?
Meet me in the toilet block in the park.
I did it. I made it. In this case, I almost failed the mission. I only had like 10 seconds left, and I actually made it at the very last second. So that's good. This one was a little challenging, but not too challenging as long as you have a fast car. If you didn't have a fast car, right, then this probably would have been a pain in the ass, but luckily I grabbed the car from the parking lot there. Here's a cop. Okay, we did it.
You must be Azuka's new errand boy. You got the money?
Oh, I recognize
Is it all
this
here?
actor's voice. Yeah.
I know what you're thinking. Another bent cop. Well, it's a bent world. Just because I lost a few partners, those suckers from Internal Affairs have started sniffing around. Reckon they can smell me. Well, this city is one big open sewer. But I'm gonna need some non-union help. And if you're interested, you know where to find me.
So I should do missions for him too. Yup. Okay. Now we got all kinds of missions going on. Kenji, Asuka, and this cop. Might as well just keep doing the cop missions. Silence the sneak. Here we go.
That scumbag, McCaffrey! He took more bribes than anyone.
Oh no, there is echo. There's supposed to be echo in this bathroom. There's
If he
tons of
turns
echo
to
right now in
evidence,
the game.
He just squealed. He's under armed protection in Witset property down in Newport. Some apartment behind a car park. Talks that place. That's it. Flush him out when you hunt him down. Make sure he never talks to nobody.
Someone's like, oh, is there echo? No, there really is echo. That's supposed to be in a bathroom, so there's tons of echo in the game, naturally. Excuse me. This car is falling apart. Maybe I should swap. Alright. Shit. Where's the exit? This always pissed me off. Both in GTA 4 and this, like, it's hard that you get in the park, now you can't get out. Like, where the fuck, how do you get out of Central Park? Hello, Unbreakable, how are you today? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? How's it going? I almost feel like I want to have some of the music off today. We've listened to the same music in GTA 3 the last two streams, and quite frankly, the soundtrack of this game is not very good. So I almost feel like I just want to relax with no music today. At least for a while, maybe not the whole time. Oh, isn't this where you have to toss the Molotov perfectly? It is, isn't it? They want you to torch it. Yeah, look. But I don't remember how to throw a grenade. I don't remember how to do this. Ah, shit. How do you aim the grenade? I don't remember how to do this. I should move the car, huh? Oh my god. Isn't this the one where, like, you can accidentally bounce the grenade back and kill yourself? Oh god. What's the button to throw? Shit. Oh, fucking ass. How do I do this? No. Oh! I can't get the height I need. I can't get the height I need to do it. I can't. It won't go high enough. No, it's not true. Jack White says the longer you hold it, the higher it goes. Watch. I'll show you. It doesn't work at all. What, ready? They must have changed it. Ready? Watch this. I'm holding it. And he just tosses it. I don't think you can actually hold the length anymore. There's no way to do it. They changed the control. Yeah, they changed the controls of this. I don't know how to do it. Fuck. You can't hold the button and aim it. He throws it. Look. He just auto throws it. You can't aim it. He just tosses it. You can't hold it. He doesn't hold it at all. Almost. I did it.
On our cards, officers require urgent assistance report.
Doing our thing at hiphophoneys.com.
It ain't no thing but a chicken wing with a big butt laying on your lap. Game radio, you listen to Lord Sing.
Can't see.
Puerto Rican and black, having a good time, drinking the wine. Every time it's playing.
Can't see.
Over here at Game Radio, y'all. And check us out at GameCrib.com, y'all. We're gonna keep it moving right now. Stay tuned.
Oh my God.
More classic games by a stranger featuring Black Rock. Check
Well, great music. Okay, try again. Oh, let's see here. Could I block this with the car? And then he can't leave, right? Maybe. He's hooking it. Why is he hooking it? It looked like it went in. It didn't. I don't get it. The control is weird. It's fucking, you can't aim it at all. He just chucks it wherever he wants. Well, now I lost it again. He's gonna get away. Wait! Huh? Huh? Okay. Well then. Cool. I guess. That works for me. Works for me. No complaints here. Why is this cop waiting right outside? What is this? Get the fuck out of here. Alright, nicely done. Alright, cool. Lolly Cop tipped me $1.50 saying, do you feel like you've changed since 2019? If so, in what ways do you think? I feel like 2019 was the year you became modern Phil. Well, do you mean as a content creator, or do you mean as, like, a person? As a content creator, oh my god, I can't stop burping today. As a content creator, you know, over the years, I've definitely changed my content up. I think that 2019 was the year where we kind of adopted a lot of chill streaming stuff, as opposed to, oh, every stream that I do has to be some kind of major advancement in a game, or every stream, you know what I'm saying? Like, at that point, it was always like, oh, everything's a major AAA playthrough release or something. I think in 2018, 2019, I started playing a lot more relaxed games, ongoing playthroughs that really had nothing to do with being a major release or anything. And it allowed me to explore different types of games that I previously would never have played. You know what I'm saying? I became a much more interactive streamer, where it was more about, in a lot of cases, just having fun talking with you guys than also enjoying the game. And that's a good thing. I feel like now I'm kind of like 50-50. Do I want to make advancement in a game playthrough and finish games and do fun content for YouTube on demand viewers? Yes, I do. At the very same time, I want to have just as much fun talking with you guys live, so that's part of the experience, you see? And when I first started streaming in 2017, full-time, it was very challenging because I wasn't used to talking with people. I feel like it took me about a year and a half to really get used to doing it that way. And then 2019 was the year where I kind of expanded a little bit the kind of content that I did to cater to that kind of an interactive audience, you see? But I don't know. I feel like I'm constantly changing and evolving as a person, and you know, definitely, you know, things are different now than they were just a year or two ago. Things have changed a hell of a lot, right? Take a look at how different things are now that I'm a full-time YouTuber again. Top of the morning, Moon Knight. How are you? Well, Happy New Year. Two-Faced Tanner.
Maria and I have gone shopping. Our source in the police has informed us that one of our drivers is a strangely animated undercover cop. He's more or less useless out of his car, so we've tagged it with a tracer. Make him bleed.
Am I observing Veganuary? What in the holy hell is Veganuary? What is that? The thing about MSXFM, you literally have no idea what song is playing. It all sounds exactly the same. Is this a different song that is ever played on the radio, or is it just the same song in a loop? I couldn't even tell you. Lollipop just did a $1.50 tip, says it seems like you're a lot happier now than you were in 2019. 2019 seemed like a lot of drama that year. We're all evolving. No, you're absolutely right. And here's the thing is, you got to remember that there's a lot of stuff that goes on in my personal life that really has nothing to do with my streams. But sadly, the people who are shitheads and troll me on the internet love to try to drag that stuff into my streaming content. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, is life perfect? No, it's not. You know, but do I need to talk about all the shit going on behind the scenes that has nothing to do with my streams? No. But these idiots do that all the time. So there's nothing I can do about that. You know, and now I would say behind the scenes, is there much drama going on right now? No, not really. Thank goodness. Not to say that there won't always be that lucky, but, you know, there might be other stuff that happens this year. Who knows? But the thing is, I'm not going to make my streams about that shit, you know? Here to play games, have fun interactions with you guys, not talk about stupid bullshit. Okay. There he goes.
Undercover officer requesting immediate backup and clean everywhere. Cover drone.
Wow. What a mission. I don't even understand what happened there. Why did his car blow up so quick? Right? Like, I feel like the car wasn't supposed to blow up that quick, but they wanted to make that mission much easier, so they made it that the car blows up almost instantaneously, right? Right? That was so weird. These missions are so odd to me, because they don't feel like the originals in any way. When will Sekiro get a redemption run? Never. Sekiro doesn't need to be redeemed. I ended up, by the end of the game, playing better than a lot of people who played the game, beating the final boss on the 3rd try. I actually beat his final form on the 1st try. What is there to redeem when you've dominated the end of the game? It was supposed to be the hardest part. I kicked its ass. You know what I'm saying? An anonymous $1.50 tipper says, that actually used to be one of my main complaints about you from 2014 to 18. People used to say you would dump all your problems on your viewers constantly, and I'm glad that you changed. Here's the thing, all right? And this is what I've said over the years. I don't like doing that. I don't like involving you guys in my personal shit. I don't like involving you guys in anything to do with my finances or anything like that. If I can avoid having that be anything in my content, I would love to do that, and I always want to keep that separate. The problem is, this is my job as well as my hobby. You know what I'm saying? So, at a time when things are going rough, sometimes I do have to appeal to the viewership and be like, listen, I really need help right now. Shit's going down, and here's what's going on, and I need help or whatever. I don't like having to do that all the time. I like having it at a level where things are good, and we can just enjoy the streams. You want to support them, great, but I don't have to harp on shit. You know? That's definitely a good thing. So, yeah, you know, I will do my best, and I've committed to this, is to try to do my best to not have that kind of stuff permeate my streams if I can avoid it. You know what I mean? I don't want to have personal shit being talked about constantly. I want to have fun with games and chill with you guys. Grand Theft Auto, geez, is that where they got the name? Here we go.
It is impossible to overestimate the importance of etiquette in this line of work. To my eternal shame, a man once did me a favor, and I've never had the opportunity to repay his kindness. The man's weakness is motor cars, and he has requested that we acquire him certain models for his collection.
This is where you collect cars, huh?
We must give him the cars as a gift to repay the debt that I owe him. You must obtain the cars on this list and deliver them to a garage behind the car park in Newport. My honor demands it.
It started raining. So, do I have to get all the cars, or is this optional? I don't remember. Remember, the cars have to be in mint condition. No, you got to do this within a time limit. Look at this. It still sounds exactly the same. The song hasn't changed in like the 3-4 minutes I've been driving. It's the same shit. I said, if you like this kind of beat, you probably love it, but man, it goes on and on. Someone actually told me when I played GTA 3 I should just leave the station on the entire time and never change it. So how do I get this car? Is it in the lot here? Oh shit, no. They want me to go into this alley. See this? Okay. Isn't this is the lot where you get ambushed by those dudes eventually? Yeah. That's the lot where the bunch of suicidal dudes show up and you have to kill them while they're running at you with bombs strapped to them or some crazy shit. Yeah, I think so. Assuming we can pull this off, this is a time limit mission. It could be pretty challenging. By the way, nice rain with lightning effects. Oh, look at that bullshit. Oh, that is complete bullshit. I didn't do that. The guy turned into me. How is that my fault? The guy drives into me and I get fucking punished for it. Well, I guess we're going to pay and spray. Bullshit, man. At least it's on the way. Oh, this is a pain in the ass.
Rhythm, earth, AI music. Music for the mommy masses. All day, all night,
K-Jama. K-Jama.
Bringing peace to the conflict.
Oh, this is where I'm bringing it.
This is K-Ja, and I'm Harris Watch.
Yep. Okay. The good news is the paint spray is right next to it. So if I wreck a car, don't worry, just go to the paint spray. Okay. This one's not too far. The last one's probably going to be a challenge because I bet it's on the other fucking side of the island.
Ease up the pressure, slow down your wheels, and stay up the spike.
How the fuck do I get in here? Here we go. Ooh, that's a nice car, huh?
You just want to sit here and talk all day about...
No, fuck Chatterbox. It's a relaxing song, right? Oh, the blood is on the car is fine. Big blood splatter, you know, big chunks of meat on the car, that's perfectly fine. You just can't damage the paint job. Okay. Last one. Savage 2 Days says, any changes or additions you'd like to see in the upcoming WWE 2K game? Man, you know, it's been so long since there's been a working and good WWE game at this point. I just like to see it work with all the features that were intended. You know what I'm saying? Like, The last one was like non-functional. Half the shit you want to do, create wrestlers, do simulated matches, they wouldn't work. So I just want to see that be functional and have the graphics be half decent. I don't know. I have like low expectations because it's been so long since this one came out, and this one keeps getting delayed because they kept releasing so many wrestlers from WWE, like half the cast of the game got to be removed. So I don't know, man. Shit. There we go. I got a minute left to get it over there. Of course, now it says I gotta repair it. Sucks, look. At least the repair's right next to it, but I don't know if I'm gonna get there in 45 seconds. This is bad. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I think I'm gonna have to do it again. Hurry up! What happened? What? What happened? The car was in the lot and what? I don't even know what happened. Someone just says this is what happened on your first run. It did? What happened? I have no idea. Like, zero idea why that just happened. It was in the fucking lot. Right? Like, huh? I'm at a loss. I have no explanation for what just happened. The car was in the fucking garage and they claimed it wasn't. I don't know. Yeah, I would assume this mission is a reference to Gone in 60 Seconds, actually. It seems like it is, right? Oh my god. Wow, I got both a tip and a super chat just came in. If you guys could please be patient for about 5 minutes while I try to finish this mission. Since I just failed it miserably, I'm going to try to be more careful this time. What a pain in the ass. I did nothing wrong. I drove, the car was pristine, drove into the lot, and it didn't count. Like, what the fuck, dude? That's GTA 3, man. Seriously, that's GTA 3. I think that's what... The game has its own unique charm, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. Charm. That's what it's called. As in lack of functionality. Close the fucking garage, you asshole. No, time is up. There's not enough time to close the garage door. Well, fuck you. Yeah, you know what it is? You have to drive it till the green words show up. That's exactly what it is. I didn't drive it far enough in so the green words would show up. So it didn't trigger like the car was there. How fucking stupid is that, right? Mr. Max says, man, you're the best. Even when I'm having the shittiest day, you always find a way to make me laugh. Well, you know, sometimes you just have a natural affinity for that kind of thing. Me, I don't intend to suck. I just suck. I can't help but suck. I can't help but suck. Wearing a Pikachu hat, goofy glasses, a denim vest, driving cars around Liberty City in newly updated graphics, but the game still runs crappy. You know, fucking around, you know, failing miserably at these missions. I can't help it. Okay. So Justin R did a $10 tip saying, speaking of WWE, are you a fan of AEW? I stopped watching WWE because of how it's been run lately. I have never seen AEW at all. I basically stopped watching wrestling entirely back around WrestleMania 2020.
What about it? I mean, that's not really...
I basically unsubscribed from WWE Network, so I wasn't even part of them when they went to Peacock or whatever. I missed all of that. What I do is I follow wrestling as trends on social media, so I know what's going on in pro wrestling, but I don't watch the wrestling, I don't watch the shows. I have no investment in any of it, which is good. I actually feel like having zero investment of it makes me kind of like... I watch it as an interested observer, having been a fan of pro wrestling for so damn long, but at the same time, not having an investment in it means that I don't have to be disappointed if things fuck up, you see? Like, right now, I don't think, even if I was still a fan of WWE, I don't think there is a way I could watch it right now. Knowing, number one, that basically the company has monstrously mistreated its talent in the last year and just released so many fucking people with no good reason at all, essentially leaving them out of jobs. And just the way that they've treated their people through the pandemic and everything, I really, with good conscience, probably could not watch the product. So I'm glad I don't watch it. You know, AEW, a lot of people are saying, oh, they're doing real good. But then every once in a while, some crazy shit comes out. Like, if you don't know, there's a big controversy right now on the internet where one of the wrestlers, who is African-American, left the company recently and just put out a big post on the internet basically saying the reason she left is because she felt that there wasn't accurate representation. She's like, you know, you got all these black wrestlers in your company, but you never, in the whole year, what, 2 years the company's been out, 3 years? None of them ever won a title before. Why? Aren't they good enough? And I guess she was there for like a year and felt like that no one was really giving her any kind of attention. And unless she wrote her own material, which is not her job, she's a wrestler, not a writer. She's like, unless I wrote my own plot lines and material, they were acting like I didn't exist, so I don't want to be there anymore. So I guess she put out this post about it, and I guess the owner of the company, Tony Khan, responded on the internet and basically said, oh, you know, she's making all that up. We have great representation, and she doesn't know what she's talking about. She's just a bad wrestler, and that's why we let her go. We didn't want to renew her contract because she's a bad wrestler. And she's just trying to basically have sour grapes about being told she was a bad wrestler and let go. So now everyone is like up in arms about AEW, which typically people like AEW. What's going on? What's going on? I can't, dude, it's not working again. It's glitched again.
Don't touch that radio.
It's glitched. Look. What is going on with this mission? It doesn't work. What am I supposed to do? Reverse says, I'm encountering the exact same bugs that I had the previous times I played the game. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, Jabru says, man, you unlocked your special power. Glitch the game. So anyway, so Justin, thank you for the $10 tip. That's why, I mean, I don't really know much about AEW because I don't watch it. All I know is what I read on social media. Bert tipped me $1.60. He says, honestly, I prefer hearing your opinions on stuff instead of gameplay. I'd like to see you start a politics channel or another kind of opinion channel. It's like I told you guys, maybe long-term I would do that. That's not really my goal or intention right now. But eventually, as I get older, I've told you guys this many times, I know when I get older, my hand-eye coordination isn't going to stay what it is now. How many people are going to care about seeing a 55-year-old guy screaming at a camera playing a video game, right? Right? So I know eventually I'm going to have to diversify my content. I'm not crazy. I know that. Make sure the garage door closes before you go to the next car, says Stealthy Kupo. What does that mean? Oh my god. Anyway, super chat came in from Andrew. And he says, I was watching a video how Nintendo is harsh on content creators in the early days of YouTube, like claiming them or striking them. I was wondering how you dealt with Nintendo games in the early days. So, in the early days of YouTube, like the first many years that I did content, I was under a managed partnership with Machinima. And under a managed partnership, Machinima would basically take responsibility for the content that a content creator was putting out. And when I was under the managed partnership, I would not receive claims or strikes from Nintendo at all. Okay. So I was protected. Then, basically, everything fell apart around the adpocalypse about almost 5 years ago now. And when that happened, I had a falling out with Machinima. I was like, guys, like, what the fuck's going on? Are you gonna get my back? What's happening with ads on YouTube? And they basically treated me like shit. They were completely ignoring me. They weren't giving me answers. And I was like, well, fuck you then. I don't want to be a part of your company anymore. And we agreed to basically separate. And when that happened, I lost my managed partnership. Now, eventually, I got into another partnership with Curse. But when I got into that partnership, there was no managed partnership. So all of a sudden, whenever I made Nintendo content, literally every single video I put out got claimed fully by Nintendo. So any videos I put out on Nintendo, you could watch them. But I made no money on them at all on YouTube. Okay? And that continued for quite some time, a year or two actually. But then what happened was YouTube changed. Well, excuse me, I should take that back. Nintendo changed. Someone in management of Nintendo finally kind of got in line with the times and made a sweeping announcement they would no longer claim anyone's content on YouTube. But it was actually funny because for a time there, like everyone was like angry at Nintendo. Like Angry Joe used to absolutely love playing Nintendo games, but every time he even put out not even just gameplay, a review. Now, a review is supposed to be fair use. You're not even using raw gameplay footage. You're doing edited gameplay that's supposed to be for commentary criticism. Nintendo would claim it anyway, because Nintendo would claim that, oh, our copyright laws in Japan are different than yours in the United States, so we're not covered by fair use. We can do whatever we want and claim 100% of your content. Even if it's fair use in your country, we don't care. We own your content. That's what Nintendo actually said. So Angry Joe was like, fuck this, I'm just never going to play Nintendo games ever again. And for many years, a lot of content creators were of that opinion, like, what can we do? We can't make content because Nintendo's being so pig-headed about this. It doesn't even make sense. But then somehow, I think it was like, was it 2018? I think it was 2018, because it was the year, whatever the year was after Super Mario Odyssey, because Super Mario Odyssey was my game of the year, but I couldn't even show footage of it on YouTube, because if I did, then they would have claimed my year-end series. I would have made no money on it. As fucked up as that sounds. So I was like, so my favorite game of the year is Super Mario Odyssey. I'll talk about it, and I can't show you anything. I literally can't show you any footage of it because I'll lose the rights to the videos. So, yeah. Then all of a sudden, I don't know what made them change, but Nintendo decided to change their mind, and I think it was around 2018. It was either 2018 or 2019, but I think it was 2018. Nintendo said we will no longer claim any videos, and they just completely stopped. So you could now make content with YouTube or with Nintendo stuff on YouTube again and make money with it. So that's what I did. I started covering Nintendo fully again at that point. And see, the thing was, I like Nintendo games. I kept covering them, but I basically made it known that whenever I was playing a Nintendo game, I really needed extra support because I was making no ad revenue on any of that stuff. You know, it kind of became a big moot point anyway around 2017 when the adpocalypse hit, because quite frankly, I went from being a full-time YouTuber who could make money and a living on ads to someone who had to rely on tons of other kinds of content, or excuse me, tons of other kinds of income sources like crowdfunding on the streams and stuff. But it's interesting that Nintendo was so different. Like, all other game companies didn't give a shit. They're like, yeah, use our games, use the footage, make reviews, make montages, do playthroughs, do whatever. It's free advertisement. We love it. Go right ahead. Basically sell our games for us. Nintendo's like, oh, fuck that. No, you're stealing our content by playing our games. Like, what are you talking about? Like, Nintendo's so weird. They just do things so differently. They always did. They always do stuff. They gotta be the weirdos, right? Who feel like they gotta do things differently, or, you know what I mean? I don't know why they do it like that, but they've always been like that. Okay, car delivered. So, if it doesn't work this time, I don't even know what to do. I guess we'll do a different mission. Seriously, if this doesn't work this time, we may as well do a completely different mission. Because this mission is just not working. I'll have to, like, say, no, don't reload the checkpoint or something, right? Ooh, the yayo. Oh, yeah. Snort that yayo. Who would have known they would have a popular song in the 80s about fucking cocaine called Yayo? The 80s were a different time, man. Okay. I want the yayo.
Everyone loves Pogo.
Might be over. There you go. This is my last chance. I'm not doing this. Fuck this mission. It's a piece of... Oh my god! Are you fucking serious? Yo, the game totally did that on purpose. 100% that was on purpose to fuck me over.
Sorry, I'm having one of those flashbacks.
For people that just can't
wow.
let go. Flashback FM.
Tonight, a TV event that will make history. Liberty City Survival.
The game totally did it on purpose. It put the car right in front of me on fucking purpose. Oh my god. Alright, so Justin R did a $10 tip again. He says, A&W made me a fan of wrestling again, regardless of the latest Twitter and issues. They're also working on a game with Ukes, who made some of the original N64 wrestling games that were a blast to play. Awesome. And then thank you for the tip. Then James, to me, $1.50 said, what's the worst company to deal with regarding copyright stuff? Honestly, I guess I would have to say it's still Atlas, because to this day, you can't trust Atlas to not strike you down for using their content, right? You can't. They will literally hit you with strikes even if you're in line with what they're saying to do with their content, of their games. They'll still strike you. And every time Atlas now releases a new game, they have these ridiculously restrictive criteria of what you can and can't, like, stream or record. It's just out of control how bad they are. And I don't understand at all the major disconnect between Atlas USA and Atlas Japan. Like, you're the same fucking company, right? So how can you operate a company that you tell one of your branches, this is what you must tell Americans about content made of our game? So, what the fuck? Look at this glitch. So you do so, and the Americans abide by your rules, and then you still give them copyright strikes. How does that make any fucking sense? Like, it's almost to me like you just don't abide. Didn't this just happen with an anime content creator where he basically covered things like Dragon Ball and One Piece and things like that, and he was a huge content creator on YouTube for anime, and he got out of nowhere after making this content for years. Like, he had a well-known channel on YouTube, ran a business, had employees that worked for him because he was such a popular anime content creator. And then after years of doing this content, overnight, Toei Animation claimed half of the content on his channel, stating that, oh, this is not in line with Japanese copyright law, and so we own all your content. Half the videos got blocked, so no one could ever watch them, and the others they claimed and owned, so they would make all the revenue on his videos. He couldn't make, basically, he was under the impression he couldn't make a living anymore, because most of the content on his channel was either completely blocked or he couldn't ever make $1 on it ever again, right? So he made a series of videos, like, appealing to this Japanese company, Toei, as well as, I guess, the creator of One Piece, saying, please do something to help me. I'm a fan. I don't understand why you're doing this to me. Why are you ruining my business or whatever? And then all of a sudden, he just dropped the whole thing. Totally Not Mark was the guy's name? Okay. Apparently, out of nowhere, he dropped the whole thing. And I guess what people are guessing is that he actually was hit with a legal cease and desist from Toei, saying if you keep making these videos about complaining about us and our copyright law, we're going to sue you into oblivion. And therefore, who cares if your channel doesn't exist? You'll basically be financially fucked for the rest of your life. So he dropped the whole thing. That's how these Japanese companies seem to be. At least, you know, from what I'm seeing. It seems like they just don't give a fuck about anyone. They're like, oh, well, if we want to fuck you, we will. With no rhyme or reason. Just because we can. Because we feel in our country, this is our law, so fuck you, and we'll do whatever we want. We don't care about American law. So what's funny is, in this regard, I think what happened with Totally Not Mark was, on YouTube, okay, if your channel is big enough, or if you have like an agent that works with YouTube, YouTube has the ability to make it so that your videos can be seen only in certain territories, but for some odd reason, they don't give everyone this option. So for example, right now, my videos that I upload to DSPGaming can be viewed worldwide, and therefore, they're kind of like subject to like copyright law all over the world. Right now, alright, if there's some company in another part of the world that determined that there's a piece of GTA 3 that they don't want on the internet, they could strike down my video. Now, I have no control over where my videos are viewed, right? I have no control. This is why, for example, when a song plays, alright, if that song in, I don't know, New Zealand, there's a copyright law against having that song in a video, that video gets blocked in New Zealand only. You could still watch it in the UK, you could still watch it in the US, you could watch it in Canada, Mexico, Europe, but for some reason, New Zealand blocks the video. Because there's some rule in New Zealand only. Okay? YouTube apparently has the ability to make it so your videos can only be seen in certain countries. But they don't give that ability to people. Why? I don't know. Like, if you're the content creator, right? Why don't you have control over where your content is distributed? Doesn't that seem weird? Doesn't that almost seem illegal? Like, why are you forced to distribute your content worldwide? Right? And why is it that only certain YouTube channels have access to this feature while others don't? Like, what determines that a YouTube channel gets this favoritism? It's so weird to me when I heard this story about this Totally Not Mark guy and what he was going through. So essentially what he could have done, if he had that ability, he could have said, okay, I only want my content to be seen outside of Japan, and therefore my content is not beholden to Japanese copyright law, and therefore it's fine everywhere, just it won't be shown in Japan. You can't watch Totally Not Mark's videos in Japan only, right? But apparently because he didn't have that ability, his whole channel's destroyed, apparently. I don't know, like, I haven't followed this story since, like, before Christmas, but I don't know if there were any more developments. But yeah, what I heard is, like, overnight, the guy totally changed his attitude. He was like, oh, I want to save my channel. Let's appeal to Toei. Let's appeal to the guy who's the creator of One Piece and all of this. And then all of a sudden, he took down all the videos in regards to the topic and was like, yeah, it's done. We can't do anything else with it anymore. So, Joe, forget it. Forget the whole thing. And everyone was like, what happened? And everyone is guessing that Toei actually hit him with this lawsuit saying, if you keep talking like this and making content about it, we're going to sue you into oblivion and we'll take all your money, essentially, that you've ever earned on YouTube. Right? What the fuck? Yo, it's completely glitched. I give up. The mission is glitched. The mission is glitched. I can't do it. Right? I can't do it. I finished the mission and it's glitched out. It won't work. What am I supposed to do? I give up. I literally give up. We'll have to do another mission. And then come back to that one later because it's fucking bugged. It just doesn't work at all. Here, we'll have to do missions for the cop. We'll have to do, I just did that for half an hour and the mission doesn't work. Yeah. Anyway, Ruby did a super chat. Says, just a thought, GTA 4 went back to Liberty City, 5 went back to Los Santos. Wouldn't it be an obvious choice for 6 to be modern day Vice City? Yeah, and there's already rumors that that's what it's going to be, actually. Well, I don't think that anyone really knows because Rockstar probably didn't even make any of it yet. They're still making content for GTA Online because they're money-grubbing, greedy assholes. Alright, well, I'm doing another mission. Fuck this.